21 of
Gage Linville rolling up in the B class.
Yeah, he
battling
rode
out with Nick Romano.
Here
it is. Gates down. Stasic Holshot on the line here for the Supermini class.
Oh,
Someone's
is that
shooting
Deegan?
up from the inside. Is that Deegan?
I got to think it is.
Oh, he drifts way wide. Almost clipped a hay bale.
He's not in the lead now. Whoever that was swooped him on the inside. The number 15. There's the 44. That's Christian Janik out in the hunt there. There's Deegan on the inside. And I believe he will make the pass. And it is Hayden Deegan wheeling through the ruts, of course. Looking fresh there. But it's the 15. 15 of Jackson Glathar. Another Utah rider. Glathar with
Renaissance going on right now.
Whole shot, but it's Deegan now getting around and into the number 1 spot. Glathar on the 15. Utah Sports Commission backed Husqvarna. Wow. I just made that up.
And the governor sitting here for one reason
to
only.
Win races.
Bring the number 1 plate back to
Utah. To the promised land. The big Utah motocross Mormon compound there. They're all one big happy family racing. Where is Casey Cochran at?
Well, he had the terrible gate pick. We saw him all the way on the outside of the 66 gas. So, going to be one of these scenarios where you got to, as Wes Kane, our buddy here, would say, got to be a junk man, got to make it happen in this moto without the good gate. Deegan already pulling away at an alarming rate.
There's Janet. There's Cochran in 4th. So Cochran now trying to go around the 27 of Janik. His father is a Olympic Polish downhill jumper, the ski jumper.
Really?
I swear, I've seen the photos.
Battle on right now. Janik on the 27 and Cochran, you're watching him right now on Racer TV as they head to the beach turn. I think Cochran's got this pass made. If he can hang on through the inside, he does.
So now he is working on Glathar on the 15. Here he comes. Who is that challenging back around the outside? Who was that? That's Glathar, and then there's Cochran making the pass. Another rider jumping into the fray there. The 21 of Timmerman, maybe? Yes, Enzo Timmerman on the 21 KTM. Maddox, his younger brother, I believe, just raced.
Yeah, 65. So Cochran did the job from about, what are we saying, 5-7 gates from the outside to second place at the beginning of the second lap. So a good job by him. Salvaging. Watch Timmerman here making moves on the number 21.
These are 22-minute motors, or what we call them. They're good for 22 minutes. They are just designed to go run at optimum power for about 22, 25 minutes, and then just throw them in the dumpster. Get another one.
I'm going to call them tear-off motors.
Yes. We watched AC lose 4 motos, blew 3 or 4 motos left before the end of the week a few years back on his Supermini.
Yeah, it was maybe not the best look. Could have come back and raced his second and third motos. Didn't do it after his motors blew. Meanwhile,
I guess they ran out of motors, maybe.
Is that it?
I mean, ask around. Hey, can I borrow a motor?
6-pack motors.
Got the ring around. You keep popping them off that little ring of like a beers.
Cut them up before you put them in the ocean.
We
don't want anyone to get choked in the ocean. So now the question is, we'll get to see the lap time next time around and see if Cochran is able to close in on Deegan, who, like I said, was pulling away at an alarming rate. He put 4.1 seconds on the field on lap 1.
So you ever wonder where this kind of comes from for Casey Cochran? Both his parents were in the Navy, I believe. His father flew fighter jets. His mother was a mechanic on a carrier. When his father's taking off, he gives a salute before they met, flip the number out there, and off we go.
Really?
That's what Amy told me about Doug. They flipped the number out before he gave the salute, and she shot him off of that carrier.
No way.
She'll tell you that. That's what they told me.
Make sure this jet
is working good.
And I'll call you when I land.
Now he flies for FedEx.
So we're watching Cochran and Deegan here. They quickly got up to first and second.
That's Doug's story, so it's probably a little different if you ask Amy.
I mean, it's impressive, no doubt. It might not be quite down to the detail. Okay, both have naval experience. Here we go.
4 seconds was the deficit last go-around. We'll see if Casey Cochran can chop into. Oh, he's got it down to 3.3. He was a second quicker than Hayden Deegan, folks. Deegan goes by the billboards, wheelies into him. You like that move there.
Oh, it was awesome yesterday. Deegan in practice did that move. And Cochran trying to track him down. So it's the battle we wanted to see.
A 2:02 for the both of them. Timmerman third, Glathar fourth, Janik fifth, Smerlik, Caudle, Kanagura, Blecka, and Viney round out your top 10. Second to the last moto of the day. The track at its absolute roughest.
Yeah, you had a theory on why the track is extra rough now.
Yeah, I think we haven't ran the 50s, and typically when we run the 50s, we'll run the Pro Sports right up to that point, and then we just bulldoze the track essentially and flatten out all the ruts for the 4 different classes of 50s to get them through here nice and safe. I think you'd have big problems running a PW class through this racetrack right now. They would do it, but it wouldn't be pretty.
Oh, Cochran, a little mistake on the takeoff of that jump. And you see Temmerman, he's not going anywhere, back in third. Lathar and Yannick rounding out the top 5. So, yeah, because we didn't race 50s today, they never had to give the track a full flattening. By the end of this day, the track has gotten gnarly rough.
Man, I mean, it's pro national level gnarly right there, right? Wouldn't you say that? You look at them every weekend.
Yeah, that's right. My eyesight's terrible, though, so don't.
I don't think there are definitely more races on this racetrack than at a pro national. This thing is continuously raced on from 7:30 a.m. till 7 at night.
Yeah, we don't do much track maintenance. Even when you do, it's not a full rebuild. Just change up a few sections, often make it racier.
They'll check a jump if a jump face needs to be looked at, but that's about the gist of it.
All right, let's see Cochran. He can air this out.
I think Hayden has answered this side.
Sometimes I get all the way to that hump after it.
It's still pretty close. There's Deegan down in the finish line turn, sets that KTM deep in the rut. The gas of Cochran right there with him. I think he's maintaining. The crowd is into it. There's a million YouTubers watching right now live.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they're streaming this.
And
202s for the both of them. 202.6, exactly the same lap times.
Wow, they matched. Cochran was 7/100ths faster that last time around. Unbelievable that these two matched each other, absolutely. And we've seen a couple motos today. We're just trying to keep that pressure on. Is Cochran going to be able to reel in 3.3 seconds? That's going to be tough. But we've seen several motos today. We're just staying in the zone, keeping the pressure on.
One bobble and you're done.
Yeah, you're right there.
3 seconds easily. And I'll say that, you can make one little mistake that normally at your local racetrack, you're just going to run and straighten it out. You make a mistake here, you're in a 900-foot long rut. You just got to wait till you're out of that other rut that you didn't want to be in, and next thing you know, that's 2 seconds. So there's Deegan. They kind of do their own thing. Cochran's down there with Ken Roxon, training with that guy down there at whatever compound they're at down in Florida. So,
and then Sandbox.
The Deegans kind of bounce around and just check in at different racetracks. And they've been over on the East Coast for a while at Bennick's place for the Orange Brigade camp.
Yep, I actually saw them at Moto 40, which is Chad Reed's track. Caleb Tennant, one of his trainers. Caleb was a pro a couple years ago and helping train him right now. Actually,
so there's one of the weird sections. He was He was in 2 different ruts there.
Yes.
Never chopped the throttle.
Yeah, get that still made out of that situation.
No, he was thinking YouTube, make it look cool. Just
look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Cochran continues to close. We're going to have a battle on our hands if it stays this way. And Cochran is letting it all hang out. We've seen a couple mistakes, but it has not slowed him down at all.
Not at all. He is right there. Casey Cochran, fresh off a national championship a week ago in Ohio on a 74 RM 125. True story. He was at the VMD days. These guys are probably all like in cryotherapy or whatever they do, like Rocky Balboa, and he's on an RM 125 with his grandfather. They just love riding dirt bikes. I can appreciate that. They're into it. They want to see the battle. We do too. Trust me.
A highly anticipated Supermini battle, and we've got exactly what we wanted. A lap time war between Hayden Deegan and Casey Cochran. That time, Deegan 2/10 quicker than Cochran.
They're still at the 3.2 to 3.4, that little bit of a yo-yo. But Cochran looks dangerously close as they come out of the billboard section.
At times.
He can see him. Someone was cranking their bike up.
Yeah, rider was backwards on the track, trying to get his bike refired. We go back to Deegan, our leader here.
Ooh, boy, he got way out front. Did you see how far forward he was on that machine?
I think he had the feet up through that entire run. That is the new style, the scrub is the thing, can you scrub? Now I really feel it's the, how long can you keep your feet on the pegs and how quickly can you get them back on? That's become the new thing.
Right there, he's all the way in. He just sits down for a half second, pops back up on the pegs. Same thing right here.
Fast feet, you'll hear people talk about it. You just dab and then get that foot back in the peg as quickly as you can.
No, I can appreciate it because you're loading the suspension. Every time you're on the seat, it's just slowing down and bogging down. Get up on there, let that thing work underneath you. These tips are free, doesn't cost anything.
Pegs, that's just getting that rear wheel to hook up that much more.
There's Cochran.
See that? Got the leg out, and then quickly, as soon as you possibly can.
Off of that seat as fast as you can.
Yep. And apply that pressure through the pegs. You're going to see the new school riding style for certain with these two. See, I don't know if his foot ever came off in that rutted corner. Cochran and Deegan doing it right. As we go through this beach turn.
Yeah, on that similar lines, they kind of figured out the racetrack. I mean, even back at Jack Chambers, they had video footage of different lines and how to break it down. I mean, it's crazy.
How much time, line choice, how much difference that made. just breaking it down. Yeah, we're watching some riders who are watching film from practice and how a different line could make a huge difference in a lap time.
Wow, the drone coverage is phenomenal here as we follow Casey Cochran in the number 2 spot. He can look to the left there and see Deegan everywhere he goes here. You know he's checking on it. He comes right in front of us. He looks over at you, texts you. A friend request. Oh, wow.
Moto, okay, on the handlebars.
Accept, confirm.
Yep. Like, give him the thumbs up.
Casey Cochran checking in announcer's tower. He just checked in here.
Checked in safe. There's Deegan.
I like that line, way over there by the billboards, way away from all the rough stuff.
That lap was the difference maker. A bad one from Cochran.
4.8 seconds now.
Yep. Deegan just put 1.3 seconds into him. So they match each other for about 3 laps. On balance, Cochran was a tiny bit quicker during that 3-lap flurry, but now Deegan pulling it back away. It's as large as the lead has been, 4.8 seconds. So Deegan on the 38, trying to take control here.
Yeah, based on the first 3 laps, that's a lifetime now. Picking up a second is huge. Great battle back here, though, as we watch Christian Janik, and it looks like Adler Caudle maybe on the number 86 ride. There he is, Adler Caudle. I believe he's out of Ponca City, Oklahoma, or in that area. Janik up around the Chicago area, I believe. Oak Lawn, Illinois, there near Greg Keisler's crew. A former BTO Rides Unlimited rock star there. Caudle working on him.
Whoa. To the inside, he's got Janik.
Line choice was all it took right there.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen that inside work a few times. You almost think contact is coming. But they're able to avoid that. The 2 runs come almost together,
almost, yeah,
but not quite.
You can't jump out of a rut. Those things will keep you. I think you have less takeouts with 4,000 ruts. You can't do it. You're stuck in that slot.
Yep. So Janik, let's see if he can get him back. Adler Caudle up to 4th. Enzo Temmerman has been running a great race back there in the number 3 spot.
It's so different now than it was even a few hours ago. Like the good line is now 40 feet to the left or to the right. And Janik now going to go back after Caudle now.
Wow. Right on him.
There's the inside line. There's some good line choices, obviously, for Janik as he's able to remount a charge on the KTM ride. Janik wants to get up into that number 4 spot again.
So we'll keep following this one. And behind it, you got Noah Viney, Jude Smerling, Trace Holland, Zayden Mason, Dylan Blecka, and Jackson Glathar, who had the lead for a brief point in this moto. Randall Myers, Jake Sisser is 13th, Cody Samples 14th, Dylan Sullivan rounds out the top 15.
And look at that, your 3rd place rider with the fastest lap that time around, a 2:04.5 for Enzo Timmerman. 2:04. Whatever, it's super close. Between your top 3, it's Deegan, Cochran, and Timmerman all running 2:04s. 2:04 something.
Yeah, this last time around, Cochran a little bit faster than Deegan. So that 1 lap has made all the difference. The 5th lap, where Deegan put a little over a second into him. And that's why he holds a 4.6 second lead. Everything else was built up on lap 1.
Janik adjusts mid-straight there to the inside, trying to make something happen. Here comes the number 43 of Noah Viney now wants to get up and dance with those 3 guys, those 2 kids in front of him. Caudle, and there's a look now at the 38 of Deegan, trying to stretch it out. There's Casey Cochran. And the crowds there, it looks like a pro national. Just loaded with golf carts. Everywhere you can jump up on the fence there, they are packed in. Cochran just cutting these lap riders down like a hot knife through butter.
You're watching Cochran, 2nd place in the 66. Up ahead is Deegan. That's his nemesis. That's who he's focused on. We're down to about 5 minutes left in this moto. We'll have 1 more race today. 250C. There's Deegan, your leader. Got the new wheels. Just
the new Dubs.
Those about a week ago. That's Method race wheels, known for trophy truck race wheels and wheels you can put on your truck. This is an experiment. They're not selling these things yet, but they do encourage you to check them out over at the Deegan camp.
Cochran was, what, 7 100ths quicker that time. It's just not enough. Little chunks, but he's managing.
He's trying to find something to take some confidence out of, and he can say that I think there's been more laps where he was quicker, but the laps where Deegan was better, there was a significant difference. We got someone way on the infield like smoking a ton.
That Rodney Tomlin over there just taking a break, smoking a heater out there.
The entire pack.
There is Rodney. That is Rodney Tomlin. If he were a motorcycle,
that's what he would
another
look like.
metaphor.
Yes.
And it would be sounding like this. Boom, boom, boom.
The ghost of Rodney is reformed inside that machine.
All right. I'm good.
Whoa, Deegan, look at that.
I thought he was going down.
Standing. I thought he was going down. Unbelievable what he is doing in these corners.
Carving out new lines. Now that is dissecting a racetrack right now.
He slid the front wheel twice, and I'm not sure that was not on purpose. He might have done that for a reason. That wasn't an accident.
Coming through that rough sand section, got the hand guards up, wheeling in there, elbows up. Sets it right into the left-hander. He is cruising now. He's feeling it. Rising to the challenge. The eye of the tiger, if you will.
Yeah, nice challenge there from Cochran, but Deegan looking to get this thing under control now. Should be looking at 2 laps to go as we come through here in our first Supermini Moto of the week. Should be a 6-moto battle, 3 motos in 2 different classes. But Hayden Deegan firing first, unbelievable hole shot, but then he went wide in the first turn. He came in there with so much speed, lost the lead, quickly got it back, had a 3-second gap at the end of the first lap, and right now the lead is just over 4 seconds.
And here again, 2/100ths of a second quicker was Cochran, just not enough.
Yeah.
There's Deegan, there is Cochran. He's right there within 4 seconds, but Deegan has just been flawless. Nothing has rattled him. He's went through the lappers, no problem.
Yeah, tall order to make up a second or 2 per lap on Hayden Deegan. That's what Cochran was going to have to do here.
There's Deegan picking his way through that.
Wow.
Good Lord, the ruts are just outrageous. Into the 10 commandments. Triples again. Cochran, you can see him back there doing it as well. Standing up through the ruts, standing up all to the last second there, the last 10 feet of that turn.
All about getting that weight through those pegs. So Deegan putting on a clinic right now. Cochran giving him a good run, a nice little preview. If we get these 2 off the gate, remember Cochran had the bad gate choice. In this one, he was pretty far wide. Did a good job getting up to second at the very beginning of the second lap, and then it was a lap time war, and boy was it. I mean, at one point it was hundredths of a second per lap.
Yeah, for
the difference
several laps in a row. Several
Yeah.
laps in a row. It's a dead heat here. It's who can make the least amount of mistakes for sure.
Yeah. Let's try to keep that pressure on. All right,
Kevin Elko will help you manage that tonight at 7:30 over there in the arena. The mental aspects of racing at this level. That's the difference between winning and losing. A mental 2/100ths here, a second there. Next thing you know, it's 4 seconds. Casey Cochran trying to manage that. We should see a white flag at some point, I would imagine.
I'll tell you, like you say, white flag going to be coming out, but very impressive ride, you know, as always. I mean, from our top, I'm going to say the top 5, but especially those top 3. And whenever you look at Hayden Deegan and Casey Cochran, and Casey's been seeing those lap times.
White flag
is out, so one more to go. But Casey's been very consistent, and like Jason Wygant pointed out, I believe a few minutes ago.
Wow, getting a tip here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Wow, tip your announcer, folks. If you like what you hear, it's 15% customary in the evening, 20% if you really like it. Give us a good review on Yelp. We'd appreciate it. 5 stars. I would use him again.
But, you know, like Jason pointed out, you know, all the work for Hayden Deegan was actually done on that first lap of racing. Whenever things started tightening up, he was able to dig in and get that 1.3 or so second that he needed to lengthen that gap back out and get that coverage.
It's 4 straight laps that Cochran has been 1 or 2 100ths, and that's just not enough.
Exactly. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, they are nearly identical. They check in this time. Hayden slows down to a 2:06. But
it's 3 100ths.
Only 3 100
slower. That's it.
Yeah, 3,000 tenths of a second on that one. But still, it's not enough. I mean, you're looking at still over 4 seconds that separates first and second place position right now. And you know, just to say it, I mean, I think that, you know, maybe Casey has a little more in him if he can get in the right position. But Hayden obviously has more in him as well.
Sure.
They both turned 2:02s Actually, Casey Cochran's fastest lap was a little faster than Hayden.
Half a second quicker, but again,
he hasn't been pressured enough to know whether he needs to go faster.
Doesn't tell all the tell there for sure. Hayden Deegan is racing himself into the number 1 spot. He's doing a check there of Casey Cochran. I believe he's got it handled here with about 25 seconds left of racing to go for Hayden. He will jump the center jump there, bring himself around the Polysport Beach there. Got a little squirrely there. And he's got one more turn to go. Down here to the Bermuda Triangle. Amelia Earhart waiting to pull him down. He's not going to let that happen. His compass says go right this way. There it is. And Hayden Deegan will bang out the Super Mini 112-15 Moto number 1 win. Second to the last moto of the day, Casey Cochran, a strong ride in the number 2 spot. And your third place rider, the 21 of Enzo Timmerman. Great moto there, Rodney Tomlin.
No doubt about that. That was a lot of fun to watch. Hayden getting out front early on. Like I say, just put that gap on and never looked back. Just kept his race going. But good ride for Casey Cochran. I anticipate some great battles in Moto 2 and Moto 3. Starts are going to be very critical. And again, gate choices are going to be a little better for Casey and for Hayden. So it'll be interesting to see what the second and third Moto gate picks will be like for those riders as we roll into those motos a little later on this week. We got another race coming up here in just a few moments. 250C Junior 12-17 Limited. Race number 20 is coming up in just a few moments, but we're going to head down and check in with Jason Wygant. Again, your top 10, Deegan, Cochran, Timmerman 1, 2, and 3, Kristen Yannick in 4th, Adler Cottle in 5th, Jude Smirlick in 6th, Zabe Mason 7th, Dylan Blecka in 8th, Trace Hall in 9th, Jackson Clather rounds out your top 10. Jason?
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to make it easy here. Whole shot winner and gold medalist. One down, but it's going to be a long week with 6 Super Mini Motos on the schedule. Stasic Whole Shot Award, gold medal. Let's hear it for the Orange Brigade KTM man, Hayden Deegan, taking the win. I don't know if it's possible to have too good of a start, but it was so good that you went wide in the first turn. I thought you almost were going to hit that hay bale.
I know, I just sent it into the first turn, wanted to lead pretty bad, so I was like, oh, dude, why did I go so far? But anyways, yeah, from there, just capitalize and then just try to cruise the whole race and maintain my body, so I didn't make mistakes. It was rough, so my WP suspension was working pretty good, and we're going to go back and fuel up for tomorrow.
Who do you want to thank there, Hayden?
KTM Orange Brigade, my mom, dad, trainer Caleb, my filmers, Team Dunlop, 100%, 60, Monster Energy, Method Race Wheels, Alpine Stars, and just everyone else who's helped me. Thank you so much.
There it is, one down. Big moto win there for Hayden Deegan. All right, that's good stuff. We look forward to some more battles throughout the week. We'll bring Casey Cochran on up. He finished up in 2nd in the moto, and it was a lap time battle and a lot of it lead between 3 and 4 seconds pretty much the entire time. For my silver medal. We'll get you a silver in a second. I don't know where they went. Well, we'll bring you on over here anyway. Let's go down to the front. Let's hear for the 66 with a hard-earned 2nd place, Casey Cochran. Well, it was a lap time battle. First of all, you didn't have a good gate pick, I don't think, right? Quickly got the 2nd, and then it was a battle of the stopwatch.
Right, yeah. A little unfortunate on the drawing there, 41, but man, the bike hooked up amazing on the start. I couldn't ask for anything better. Made a few passes early, tried to catch up to the lead, put down a few laps, so we're good. Got caught up in a little bit of lap traffic, but overall, pretty good race. I'm excited to start the week good and go into Moto 2 with a good finish.
Here, we'll give you the silver, and then we'll let you thank some people. Who do you want to thank, Casey?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. Vision Wheels for helping me out, sponsoring me. It's an amazing sponsor to have, and I'd like to thank Monster Army, Dunlop Tires, Fox Racing, Oakley Goggles, Bruce MX, Moto Sandbox, Kyle Cheeseman, Timmy Bador, and Jason Baker for really getting the Tracks Prime out there, getting me ready for this, and Pro Taper, Factory Connection, and everyone else out there who supports me on track school. I really appreciate each and every person, and it's great to be back up on the box.
There it is, everybody. Casey Cochran, 2nd place. Those guys were throwing down heaters the entire time. That's going to be fun to watch throughout the week. We'll bring up our third place finisher. He had to make some passes to get the bronze, and he puts this KTM up on the box. On the number 21, let's hear it for Enzo Temmerman. Right here. How was that one, Enzo?
It was pretty good. I got a good start, made my way to third, and just stayed there the whole race, tried to click off my laps.
Happy with it?
Yeah,
Let's do more spots, I'm sure you want, right?
yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
The whole KTM Orange Brigade team, my mom, my dad, my grandpa, my mechanic rider, Fox, Dunlop, DT1, and everybody else. Thank you.
Enzo Temmerman, everyone, third place.